Brad Howe is across town at the ballpark, or at least outside the ballpark, where the Mountaineers will host Marshall coming up. We're inside a half an hour to first pitch, and they made the right decision. When we did the show and left the studio yesterday, it was about 42 degrees. Today it's in the mid-60s. So, Brad, good call there. Much more comfortable and pleasant night to watch a college baseball game tonight.
Well, you are 100% right on that, and good evening. Good to talk with everybody. We are across from Kendrick Family Ballpark right now. We're just wrapping up a live three-guys event at Buffalo Wild Wings, and we had a blast, Kyle. It was packed in there, people getting ready to head over to the baseball game, but it was highlighted by a few of the women's basketball players there with us, Gia Cook included in that group. And then Coach Kellogg stopped by for a little bit, so he's still in there mingling with fans, and they're still working the portal, but then they're all going to head over and check out a little baseball as well. But you were right. It is picture perfect out right now, and the lots are already filling up, if not filled. I'm not seeing a whole lot of parking available. There's people already sitting up on top of the hill in lawn chairs, so you know it's going to be a great crowd for the Marshall WVU game coming up here in just a few minutes. But you hit the nail on the head. Perfect night for baseball.
Well, I was going to ask about the men's team. It looks like members of the women's team, they're going to be there for a portion of the game. What about, I figure, maybe Coach Hodge, maybe a few of the Mountaineers. They're on a high after winning the crown. They're all back in town. I wonder if there'll be a spotting of members of the Mountaineer men's basketball team tonight.
I would be surprised if there's not a few over there. Now, Coach Hodge, as we know, huge baseball fan. Huge. In fact,
I hear. That's what I hear.
We were out in Las Vegas. We had that conversation, and he said, obviously, I want to stay out in Vegas as long as I can. He goes, I hate to be missing the UCF series, though. I mean, he was dialed in. So I talked to him a few weeks ago. One night I was having a conversation with him, and he said, well, I can't wait for this game tonight. I said, what game? I had no idea what game he's talking about. It was the World Baseball Classic game was that evening. So, yeah, Coach is a massive baseball fan. Now, the portal's still going nuts, so I don't know if he'll be able to break himself away. But, yeah, big baseball guy for sure.
My next question is, it was about a year ago, almost to the day, maybe 53 weeks ago, where West Virginia broke the all-time attendance record for a non-conference game against Pitt, 4,629. So I don't know about a record crowd tonight, but it seems with Marshall in town, Marshall's got an in-state native starting tonight, Kenyon Collins, a former Cabell Midland player, but it seems to be all of the ingredients for a huge crowd tonight. Maybe not a record-setting crowd, but still a huge crowd.
Yeah, I agree with you. Your instincts are spot on right there, and you're right. Maybe not quite that record, but I'm across the field at that BW3, so I can see kind of through center field past the scoreboard right now, and not only are folks up top by the hospital, but I can see the hillside down the third baseline. That's already starting to fill up. So I'm with you. This will be a monster crowd tonight in perfect weather, and Marshall and WVU. There's obviously a lot at stake in that game 2 of the series, right? So I'm with you. I think this is going to be a really good crowd tonight. I'm anxious to get over and see them. I think I've seen every game on TV this year, but it'll be my first time getting in the stadium. So I'm excited to head over here in a few minutes and check this out.
You're right. It is game 2. West Virginia blanked Marshall 3-0 down in Huntington, and it was David Hagan who started that game. West Virginia used its bullpen quite a bit in that contest, but David Hagan is pitching well, 2-0, a 1.46 ERA, 12 strikeouts in 12 innings, and again, he'll be opposed by Kenyon Collins, who's 2-2 on the year. He's pitched significantly more innings, 36 innings on the year, and averaging well over a strikeout an inning. So that's good. Brad, this is a crucial week for West Virginia. They lost 2 of 3 to Central Florida, so you know they want to bounce back. Marshall at home tonight, and then they're all crucial, but another crucial Big 12 series on the road this weekend at Texas Tech.
Yeah, you're right. And then add into that UCF and Kansas are playing this weekend.
Right.
2 teams that are right near the top of the standings. So, yeah, the standings are going to continue to take shape. And you're right. Important game tonight. You want to get these midweek games, especially against Marshall, and then turn around and get on the road for a tough series here. And I wonder, too, Kyle, that was such a successful trip out to Arizona. But having just done it, and certainly not having to get up and play, but that West Coast to East Coast trip after you've been out there for a few days is not easy. So that was a little bit of a tough scheduling spot to have to come back and jump right in against the team that's right at the top of the standings. So maybe not a surprise that series didn't go in West Virginia's favor. But listen, this league is as good as there is nationally, and there's no time to rest. You got to get right back on it. And as you said, a big one coming up this weekend for this Mountaineer team.
And I want to give you a minute to talk about something you've got going a week from tonight. You've got another event, and it's interesting that West Virginia is going to play Penn State in Hagerstown. And that's next Wednesday, April 15th. And as soon as those tickets went on sale out there, they sold out immediately. So it's going to be tough to get a ticket if you don't have one. But there's an event. There's some events scheduled around that game, right, next week?
Yeah, you're right, Colin. Thank you. But wasn't that a smart scheduling move by both schools to put it over there, an easy drive for both? And, yeah, the three guys, we're going to go over there again and do a live event similar to what we did today before the game over there. I understand that event is sold out as well. So tons of interest, and anytime you can get the Mountaineers out on the road, that's great. You're playing a big brand like Penn State. I think that's awesome. But what's that again, and not that this is new, but what's that tell you about the Mountaineer baseball brand, that we're able to come out and put now these ancillary events around the games? We've moved past to just getting people to games and, hey, this sport is rolling and this sport is great. Now we've got these events coming into play like we do for football and basketball, and it's awesome to see the job that Randy Mazey started and then turned it over to Steve Sabins, and what this program has become and what it's grown into, that we're sitting here able to fill up a restaurant across from the stadium 2 hours before first pitch on a Tuesday night in April, Kyle. I mean, this isn't even a weekend series here, and it just speaks to how great everybody has done to make this program what it has become now.
Yeah, so West Virginia and Marshall at the ballpark tonight. Beautiful night. Head on out. Hopefully there's tickets available. If not, you can go up top, watch it on the hill, and again, make plans, if you haven't yet, for the Three Guys event in Hagerstown a week from tonight. West Virginia against Penn State in Hagerstown. And fans in Charleston, your day is coming up too. The Mountaineers and Marshall will play at Gomart Ballpark coming up Tuesday, May the 5th. So I would imagine tickets are scarce for that event as well. But the fans down in Charleston are going to have an opportunity to see the Mountaineers and Marshall play down there. Brad, enjoy the game. We appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you again.
Okay, Wiggsy. Talk to you later.
Brad will be back on Friday